me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta feel the vengeance. In my thoughts.
Welcome back, everybody. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Today, we are going to be talking about, are the Dolphins still going after Dalvin Cook or not? And what I want to take a look at is, as everybody knows, the Knicks, I think Akeem Nicks, which is the trainer for Tua Tagovailoa, has been spotted having Dalvin Cook working out with him. And what I can say about that is that, you know, of course it could be something. It could be that maybe Dalvin Cook is working out with Tua because he wants to this and that. But also, the trainer trains a lot of players. It's not just specifically Miami Dolphins players that he trains. So again, you know, he is one of the best. That's why Tua is with him. That's why a lot of people are with him, because he's one of the best trainers for the sports world. But it's still up in the air. So right now, he is still on the Vikings, which is something that I think at this point, they were trying to see if there was a trade partner, and that's what they're trying to do all the way up to June 1st, which I believe is like 10 days away or 9 or something like that. So they were trying to find a trade partner for Dalvin Cook. The problem is that they paid him so much money that I really seriously don't see anybody trading for him, especially at, him coming off of an injury, and he's, 27 or 28 now, so he's getting older, he's getting up there in years. So having to pay $11 million for the guy is just, it's probably not going to happen for a trade. And that's what they're probably waiting it out for, to see if maybe there's a desperate team that knows that if he hits free agency, other teams can go after him, and they just want to make the trade right now and snag him. So, one of the things with the Dolphins, I think right now, is with Devon Achane, we have 5 running backs on the roster, not including the undrafted free agents. That I think we have 2 more running backs that are undrafted free agents. What I can say with that too is that, again, we are not going to pay $11 million for a running back that is coming off of an injury when we just drafted a rookie guy. That, honestly, what I can tell you too is that it looks like what they are seeking is running back by committee. And, here's the thing, is that we have to also look at who hasn't been signed yet. And there's a couple running backs that we'll talk about later that haven't been signed that could possibly go for less money than Dalvin Cook. And, the thing is with Dalvin is that he's a great running back, of course. But when you're coming off of an injury, you're moving to a different team, all these different factors come into the case. And we are going to see, again, Dalvin is going to be a free agent. I don't think anyone's trading for him unless someone's really desperate to get him. But with Dalvin, when he hits free agency, of course, before he was saying he's from Miami and this and that. But when you hit free agency, this is where teams all throw money at you. That's essentially what happens. It's not like a trade where you are getting a team to take on the contract. He is not going to have the contract that he has right now. And that's what he has figured in his head. So when you hit free agency, now in essence, you are a free agent, which means that you can contact every team and see what the bidding war is like. So if, you're in free agency and say the Dolphins are saying, I don't know, maybe $5 million a year, something like that, something along those lines, or 6 or something like that. What if a team like Dallas or the Bears offer 8? I don't see the Dolphins being the biggest paycheck that he's going to get. So it's going to be interesting to see, again, what he wants to do. If he wants to actually take the paycheck, or, if he wants to go, play for a team that's a contender, which there will be contenders. I'm going to be honest with you. There are a lot of teams that want Dalvin Cook or would be interested in Dalvin Cook. So, and they would be interested in throwing a lot of money his way. Even the Bears. The Bears would be another team that has a lot of money that they can spend. They can spend that on a running back. Who else? There's just a lot. There's a lot of teams that would be interested, I think, in Dalvin. So we also have to look at 2 other free agents, which we're talking about the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott is still a free agent. So Ezekiel Elliott is about the same age, maybe a little older, and kind of does the same things but differently than Dalvin Cook, where Ezekiel can catch the ball. He can't route run, but he can be a 3-down back. And, you would be getting him for a lesser price tag than Dalvin Cook, I think. And that's another option that is out there that could match what you're going for. So in June 1st, there might be a couple of options. So you'll have Dalvin Cook. You have Ezekiel Elliott. That could be another player that is sought after that we'll see, when time comes, who's going to sign them. Because, again, those guys are, now that they're off the team, Ezekiel Elliott's going to get like a 1-year, maybe 2-year deal somewhere. And then you also have Kareem Hunt that's still out there as well. He's another one, same age, pass catching, more physical, you know what I'm saying? And Kareem Hunt has less tread on the tires. He hasn't played as many games and snaps that the other running backs have. And he's a bruiser. He's something that, I like Jeff Wilson, but he's kind of like Jeff Wilson, but, more physical, more demanding. And that could be, if you're going for another running back, which I don't know what they're doing, but I think, you see what these guys can do, especially when you're coming into training camp. You're not going to be going for too many running backs because that's not like the focus of your team. It's the passing game. That's why they're getting so many receivers. But, I think with De'Von Achane, you have the ability to have 3 different running backs that do 3 different things, and you can just move them in and out of the lineup and off the field and on the field and whatever it is. But Kareem Hunt would be another option that could be significantly cheaper and could do the same things that Dalvin Cook could do, but much cheaper, And again, Kareem Hunt has less tread. He's played a lot less snaps. So you're getting a guy that used to be, Kareem Hunt, people forget when he was on the Chiefs, looked like, before he had the whole scandal or whatever, he looked like he was going to be a premier running back in the league. Like, honestly, Patrick Mahomes, when he was coming off, it looked like it was going to be Patrick Mahomes and Kareem Hunt with Tyreek Hill. It looked like it was going to be a three-headed monster coming at you. And then Kareem Hunt, that whole situation happened. But honestly, they looked like they had a premier running back in Kareem Hunt. And so you have 3 different guys that are all basically premier running backs. Again, he went to the Browns too, Kareem Hunt, and Nick Chubb is just better than him. He's just more physically talented than Kareem Hunt. But I think, if you're looking at these guys, instead of spending all this money, again, a lot of people want the offensive lineman. We got a couple. I feel like people want Cameron Fleming as well. But again, you don't need to be paying all this money for a running back because that's not the focus of this offense. The focus is passing the ball, and running the ball is second. And that's what I think people need to understand, is that Mike McDaniel is not trying to run the ball 40 times a game. He just wants it enough so that it takes pressure off of the passing game. But our passing game is the focus. That's what he is doing. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is regardless of what you believe, we have a quarterback that can spread the ball out. So you have that West Coast spread offense that uses a lot of motions and will run the ball, but it's not the focus. So we're not going to spend this enormous amount of money, especially when we drafted a guy that is in essence supposed to do the same thing that we're trying to get Dalvin Cook for. It would make no sense. And there are other options out there that can fit this exact role. So we'll see what happens. I personally don't believe that they're going to go for Dalvin Cook unless he takes a significant pay cut, which honestly, when you're 27 as a running back, I don't think you do that. I don't. Honestly, the smart thing would be to actually get paid. Get your second paycheck, play on a different team, whatever it may be, and get paid for, because running backs, the longevity is up until like 31, and then you start kind of hitting your wall. Get paid for the next 3-4 years. Call it a day. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't think we go for Dalvin Cook. I think we're not going to pay him as much. I think we're not going to do all of that. And I think there will be a team that will pay him that much. So, we'll see. I think, Kareem Hunt could be... I don't even think we need a running back. I think De'Von Achane, Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson, they're going to do fine as a 3-headed monster in the backfield, and then we just spread the ball out passing-wise. I think that's what we really roll with, and maybe get another offensive lineman. But, I don't know. We'll see. As always, hope you have a great rest of your day. Fins up. Peace.